Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining me. I'm Aaron from Zach Coon Games, and this is, I'll call it my first playthrough of Civolution, the sequel, because I did Era 1 last time, and two viewers commented on some things I was doing wrong. Um, and one was a really big one. So I'm kind of just going to scrap that and reboot. I'll explain what happened when I get to it, but I like to think I wrote down their names. There was K-Mac Warrior and then Salwick Austin. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. But they explained some things, and then when I went back and looked at the rule book, it was pretty clear. But this is a complicated game, so I understand, or I hope you understand. Have some mercy on me. All right, let's shrink this down. Once again, I always say this when I do a playthrough. This is not a rules teach. I'll explain pretty much everything while I'm playing, but not in any kind of order or anything like that. So I'm just going to hop right into it. So we'll try to get through Era 1 again and see how this goes. So you can see and hear me. I'm going to switch over to Tabletop Simulator. Can I get rid of the interface? Let me see what happens. Okay, so let's look at our hand. And I did notice before that I did not see, it does tuck that up there before, but it does not. You get like a starting hand, a starting gold chip, and it's done those for me, but it does not. It does not. Let's see here. Flip that transport tile. So let's flip this transport tile. You can see the blue dots there. That's like level 1 with a blue line in the middle. So we just flip it, and that'll give us level 2. So right now we could bring like 3 things off the map. But now if we flip it, we can take 6 things off the map. If we discovered them, it's kind of early for that. So I can actually get rid of this one. So let me get rid of this. Let me just get rid of that. So, okay, now let's look at our hand. Okay, so we got dynamite. Whenever we produce in mountains or hills, produce twice that. Okay, we start off in grasslands and forests. We don't have that. A guard tower. So that moves us up the, I don't know if that's the riding track, but it also gives us +1 heart, +1 eyeball, which now I realize is very hard to come by. Oh, 2 procreation. That's kind of nice because we would go from, where's procreation? Right now, we get one more worker, I guess I should say. But if we flipped it, well, we'd flip it twice. It would go from 1 and a chance of 1 to straight out 2, and we get to weaken strengthen one of our weakened tribes if we have it. So if I played that card, I'd be guaranteed to get 2 every time I did that. So that's pretty good. Okay, back to the cards. Whenever you perform a hunt, gain an addition +1 food and 2 points. I do like that. And as an instant bonus, we get +1 sustenance. Okay, let's look at that. Sustenance is the hunting action. So if we flipped it, oh, okay. So to go from 1 to 2 doesn't really help us with hunting. It's just the secondary action or the alternative action of strengthening one of your tribes goes from 1 to 3. Now, if we went up to level 3, it would be a 2 hunt. Okay, so, and lastly, we have installation. That's only a problem as long as you have a combined total of 1 or 2 workers in all territories that are adjacent to any glaciers. These people are never weakened. So that must be effect of the glaciers, but we haven't seen anything yet. So I'd call that the low priority. So I think, but let's look at our scoring things. There's so much to look at here. Okay, rounded error is writing. We're going to score for writing. So getting a bunch of writing would be good. Okay, so let's see what the, okay, at the end of the game, population is going to be ×3. So that procreation would be good. This one is ×2 at the end, which is we have, but we got writing first. But first, you know what? Let me go down. I was also mentioned to try to use this more. So let's get our new cards. It's gonna refill them over there. So I'm gonna hit that confirm. So I put the one each of the type of cards over there, and it put our event card. So at the end of the era, the weather is going to get colder by 1. Wow. The civilization that has the highest combined total of gold, jade, and copper gains 3. Now, see, the way this is interesting because Vicky, our AI opponent, doesn't gain any resources. Just this here, sorry. But if we look on the card, see in the very upper right corner, it says like F16. So it judges, this card does, for F16, you can see it looks what's in C or D. So right now, she has nothing in C or D. We start off with, what was it? Okay, let's see what it is. Gold, jade, and copper. Well, we don't have any of those. Okay. But that'd be nice to get. Gold, jade, and copper. Okay. Well, we got to keep that in mind. Okay, each civilization may gain 1 gold chip from the display. Let me look at what we got. We got one by random. So let's have 4 people in a forest. Oh, we could do that. Kinda. 3 people in a forest. I'm saying that wrong. Now we get to choose another one. That's saying 1 goal is to have a peat. Do we have a peat? What is that one down here? Oh, that's tar. Okay, we have tar and brimstone. Okay. Dexterity, 2 hand. Do we have any hand yet? No, we start off with heart and brain. Okay. 2 insight cards. Are we going to play an insight card? Now that's insulation. So really none of these are wowing me. So let's see. Let's take and where are we at? There is 1 swamp. Well, no, we're near 2 swamps and not 2. So we could get a peat down the line. I'm going to take that one. So now we roll the die for Vicky here. She takes the 5th one down. There is no 5th one down, so she gets nothing. If she had rolled a 4, she also would have got nothing because I took it. So okay, let's refill these displays. What is this one? 1 salt. We don't have salt yet either. Oh, I should have done that. Okay, confirm. So the score tribes. So now we're just going to go through manually here. So now the extra fine. Each civilization chooses one type of territory in which it has at least one tribe. Then it chooses one of the three types of material that can appear there and gains one of it. So like normally during the game, you got to have like what you're seeing. So we're seeing wood and is that like a palm or whatever? But if you look at our thing there, these 6 could have appeared. And this lucky find is saying I could take one of these. Oh, that's papyrus. But I think I want to take a gold just to have, because that would set us up to have +1 on this thing. So let's get a gold. We just put a little marker on it to indicate we have a gold. Then we go down here. And now it's the action phase. So we just take turns doing actions. And what happens is every time we reset, basically we've kind of used all our die, or there's reasons for resetting. But you got a certain amount of them. And once we get to this point, we kind of trigger the end. And I'll explain that when we get there. So as we start off, we have one of each die number. And then normally after we start resetting, we roll these randomly. But you start off with one of each. So I can't play any of these yet. I mean, I could get a wood. And when I say we're scoring this first round, writing. It'd be nice to get some kind of writing, but I don't see. Well, let's look at some of the cards. Let's go look at some of the cards over here. Is anything giving us writing? That one gives us some writing. So we would need papyrus. Yeah, if we put on our lower level, we would just need papyrus. So how about we try to go get some papyrus? Which is right where we are. So I would just need to transport. All right, let's just do it. We're going to try to do speed civilization. Civolution, sorry. So I need to see, if you see here, it's a, am I hitting the right thing? No, I want to zoom in. We need a 5 and a 1. We take off our 5 and the 1, and we're going to transport 6 goods from the, oh, I do got to put that up, because that's our mouse overlays. So, okay. When transporting, you do not need a time present. So we can take whatever's on the board. There's not a whole lot, though. I mean, I could produce first, but that takes a 5 also, doesn't it? Yeah. Let's just keep it as it is. So I'm going to take this one here, which is the papyrus. Let me see if I can zoom in there. Put that in my papyrus spot. This one, as you can see, is a wood. I take that, put it in my wood spot. And that's our turn. So now Vicky goes, shuffle her cards up. So we revealed the first one. So this is saying the next era scoring category times 2. And if we were in the 4th or last era, she would just get 4 points instead. So what did I say this first one was? It's the writing one. She's going to move up twice on the writing track. And remember, these are worth 5 points at the end. So she just got 10 points. Basically, she just got 10 points there. Now, when you move up these tracks, there's little bonuses you can trigger by crossing these. You see the lines here. In this case, you would upgrade a corresponding module in that color. However, Vicky doesn't. The AI doesn't, unless she gets up to here, and if she passes something that has points associated with it, she gets that. So that's her turn. That was a nice, easy one. It kind of hurt. Okay, so now I have palm, but I kind of want that. I got wood too. Did one of these need a wood? Yeah, let's see here. Well, let me show you this, because if I got that, I would get another heart. I would have 2 hearts and an eyeball. And these are like your features. I call them features. But the main thing, as far as I can tell, that they're good for is getting these attribute tokens. Okay, let me zoom out to the tokens. These here, these are really powerful. So this is saying like that will allow you to look at some sites, these white things you can see off to the right there. Because there's some negatives, there's some good, and as far as exploring, looking for things, it'll show you what materials will be there. So that could be good. Agile civilization at the start of every feeding phase, 1 hunt. That'd be great. This one I've had before. Whenever you do a reset, you may turn one of your rolled activation dice to a side of your choice. It didn't play in as much as I thought it would, but both of those take hands. I have no hands. And that would that give me? That would give me a heart and stuff. And that heart one, none of these are wowing me. So I'm not gonna worry about that. I'm gonna try to go get that one card. So I had to research to get a card. So I think what I'll do is I'll spin this 2, and I need a 1 to research. I could spend 2 of these and make that 3 of 1. Let me go look. We're gonna get a we wanted a purple card. So in order to play a purple card, we got to do a 6 and a 5. Let me see. Let me verify that. Yeah. We need a 6 and a 5. We got a 6. We spent our 5. I can spend one of those to make it into a 3. I think I got to spend this one here. So these ones here, these ideas, they modify a dice by 1. This one, you just use it as any color or any number, basically, any number die. So let's use that as we'll use that as a 1. So that'll be our 2 and a 1 right there. We get a card. I'm going to take this card. Let me throw it over here. I'm going to refill this card. If I hit this, I don't think it'll do anything. Oh, it does. Okay. Let's see what popped up. Okay, desert of swamps, extra production. Okay. There's like 30 of each of these cards. Well, more than that then, if there's some there. So there's like 32 of each of these cards. So you can see the variety is kind of crazy. So that was just my action. That's all I did was just get that card. So let's see what she does. Zoom in a little bit. Now you're going to see here, I'm going to kind of just stack it. Well, I'm going to stack it off to the side because we keep track of these red and blue symbols. And as soon as Vicky has 4 of each, she immediately does a reset action. She doesn't even take the action on the card that she revealed that got her over the 4 and 4. So, but in this case, we're not there yet. So we're going to roll a die, and then you could just see what's going to happen based on where she goes. So let's see. So a 3. So she's going to place a statue out on this building site that's kind of surrounded by water, and she's going to hunt. So we just take one of these and we go to the map. She's going to place one there. Now, you notice I have like requirements. I'd have to spend one of those resources on the bottom to build there. And I can only build 2 buildings in total there. She has neither one of those restrictions. And now, as far as hunting goes, she wants to hunt from the best spot to the worst. The water's the best, but we're not in water. I guess that'd be fishing. But we are in a forest because she wants to go where we're together because she wants to block where I can go. So she's going to go hunting in the forest. So she's going to place that there. And that's her turn. So now I can play this card. So I want to do 6. And I need a 5. So I'm going to spend 1 of those to modify this 4 into a 5. So now I can place this purple card. I can place it anywhere along this, kind of, if I wanted to. But if you notice here, you see how this line here is lit up? So if you place it on the stage 1 level, you only have to satisfy the first requirement. So like in this case, where am I going? I'm playing this card. I just need the 1 papyrus. Now, if I went to the next one, I would need, I don't know if that's peat or coal. I'd have to have both resources. Of course, that would give me a little 2-point bonus, but I don't have that resource. So I have to play in this first row. It doesn't really matter where I place it. So I'm going to place it. Come on. Yeah. So it tucks it for you, which is kind of nice. And then we're going to see, let me go look at the card again. So we're going to move up 2, 1 on the writing, 2 on the, let's get these names right. So that's culture. So I'm going to move up 1 on the culture, 2 on the knowledge. Now I cross over this track color thing. So basically anything with a 3, I can upgrade. So let's see what our 3s offer. So I got 3 choices. Migration. That's like moving my guys from one space to another. Or activities. I only have 1 activity. Well, that's not even an activity. Nothing happens. I do have 1 activity I can do here, where I can spend a gold and move up any track. Or this planning one, where I can satisfy a goal, which I don't have any of those right now. I could satisfy a goal. But what if I updated it? Oh, I do like the planning a little bit. It's not as powerful as I thought when I was playing before. But let's update this guy. So we'll flip him over to the 2 side. And that's my turn. Okay, let's see what she's going to do. This era scoring category. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't do that right before. Because that first one was, the first one was next category. I think I did this one. Let's go take a look. Yeah. Okay, I did this. I did next category. So I moved her up this one. I shouldn't. But now I am. So just as a retro thing, ×2. Okay, so that's pretty good for her. So I'm just going to move this up. What happened? Oh, I moved the wrong one. Okay. Well, she's going to be there now too. Okay. So we're both 2 and 2. That's just the easier way to put it. We're both 2 and 2 now. No. We're both 2 on knowledge. She's 1 ahead of me in culture. That's her turn. And now I'm going to do a reset. Now, somebody said there's like a reset button. Somebody mentioned that I should use the reset. I don't see that as an option. Refill displays. That's all the chips. I don't see a reset. Score tries, we're not there yet. Yeah, I don't know what they're talking about. I'm just going to do it manually. That's what I did before. Okay. So there's a nice little flow chart. I have to say in this game, everything's really kind of laid out for you. Okay, so this is saying I need to move that marker over to the right one. Oh, these are locked. Okay. So I need to move this marker over 1 because I did a reset. And when she resets, it moves over 2. Or also, I should say. Now, this means I pick up all my dice and re-roll them. I have one here, which I could leave. Maybe I'll leave that 3 there. Because I might want to do a planning. Okay, that might have been a bad idea. 3. There's a little bitty gnat flying around here. Okay, so 1, 1, 1, and a 5. Oh, one thing I should say, which is really that I really like, is this one. You look at the symbol here, is this plus and minus to your die. You can flip to the you can go from 6 to 1 or 1 to 6. A lot of games don't allow you to do it. I kind of appreciate that they do allow me. One second, I do gotta take this. One second. And then lastly, I had the option of taking this and placing it as food or one of those idea chips. I think right now I'd rather take that as an idea chip. Oh, there's the button. Okay, but I did it. There's a reset button. Okay, I'll do it next time. Okay, so that's my turn. Let's see what she does. Okay, she's got 3 of each. So we're going to re-roll a 6. So she's going to reveal sites around her that have the most. Let's see. So here there's 2 sites touching this forest. In this grassland, there's only 2 sites. They're equal. So now what you do, there's a little flow chart here. I'm just going to roll a die for her, and whichever comes up, she's going to reveal sites for that. This could be dangerous. Let's see here. So 3. So if you look at this chart, there's 3, which means mountains, but there is no mountains. But you can see you just follow the arrow to the next available thing. So grasslands is what she's going to do. So we're going to come over to the map, and we're going to reveal the 2 that are touching the grasslands. Wow. Okay. She gets the points for this. Oh, man, one of them's really good. 5 and 2. The effects don't happen to her, but they do affect me. What is this? During the sight phase, During the site phase, you must spend 1 food marker if you have at least 1 tribe. Okay, we'll figure that out when it comes to it. Now this holy rock, I could plus 1 plus 1 procreation. Oh, but I roll for favor. Which I'll show that when it comes to it. Okay, so that's her turn. Because I might try to take advantage of that. Because I do want to procreate, but I was looking at this card. I need 3 hearts to do that procreation. And that would give me a heart. What do I do? And I got a wood. So I want to play this card. I want to build this building. So I want to do, how do I do this? So I need 1 wood because I'm going to lay it on that first layer. So I have to do a building. What does that take? That takes a 6 and a 4, which I don't have either. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that to make this a 6. And I'll spend my last one to make a 4. A 4. And I'll do a building. So I'll play this building. And my only restriction now, well, I don't have enough to build on the second layer, but I can't. No, that's not going to let me do it. I couldn't place it up here. Like now, this row is only for the achievements. Is that what it's called? Yeah, achievements, and that's only for buildings. So if I got another achievement, I couldn't even put it over into an empty spot. It's got to go in this row. So this is all about the immediate benefit we got here. So I go up 1 on that track, and I get a heart and an eyeball. Heart, eyeball. I go up that protractor looking thing. Construction. Let me move her to the side. I move up 1. That's my turn. Let's see what she does. Okay, she's got 4 blue. She's got 4 blue and 3 reds. So she takes this action. Each of the 3 scoring categories. That's weird. I never seen Twitch do an ad on my phone. Okay, each of the 3 scoring categories, and we just trigger it. Whatever, based on this, we do whatever it says. Okay, let's look at what these are. So the first one, you can see, let me tilt. Can I tilt this? Oh, I'm stuck in this top-down thing. But you can see by the different color. See how all these are all +1s? That's a +2. So that's saying this protractor, what'd I say? Construction. So if you look down here, she's going to move up the construction site. The second one is this this evolution one, which is like the fatigue. So she's going to put 1 here. And then the last one is this population one. So you see this is going to be annoying. She's going to populate. Okay, that's okay. She's going to populate. And she's going to go where she has the least population. So on both of these, she's got 1. So we got to do that, rolling the thing to 6. So she's going to look at desert and then go around. So she's going to go to forest. And she's going to place there. If you notice, that place had a +1 on it. So she gets a point for that. And that's her turn. Oh, I see what's going on. Okay. Oh, I see. So that's her turn. Now what can I do? Well, to get another heart, I can spin 2 1s. So I do want to do that. I'm going to spin the 2 1s. That'll give me another heart there. So now I got 3 hearts. So I could play this procreation one, which is kind of nice. Or I could immediately grab this one. But the thing is, I'd spend the 3 hearts. I can do this anytime on my turn. As long as it's my turn, I can do it. But I had to get rid of one. So then I'd be back down to 2 and I couldn't spin that card. I don't know how awesome this one is. So let's say we're not going to do that. So that was my turn. Let's see what she does here. Okay, so now you see she's got 5 blue and 4 red. So she doesn't take this action. We just move these down out of the way. And she does a reset. So we have to move this marker over 1. And that's her turn. So I'm kind of limited on what I can do. And what color is that I need to place? I need a green. So I would need a 6 and a 2, which I clearly don't have. I could do I can't do a migration. You know what? I'm going to spend this 3 and a 1. If you look at this, let me show you. Well, I could use any 2 dice to either get one of the focus ones, so I could be any die I want, or I can get 2 of the idea ones, the +1 or 2. I think I'm going to get 2 of these. No, I'll do 1 focus. I'll just do 1 focus. That's it. That's my turn. So we don't. She's starting anew, but we don't reshuffle until she uses all her cards. Okay, so we're going to roll a die. 5. So she's going to move up the crown track. I have to reset. I got nothing. So I have to reset it. So I'm going to try this button. Let's see what happens. Okay, I'm going to zoom out so we can see if that moves up there. Oh, and it rolled up my die for me. And I take that, and I'm going to put that in the idea. Okay, so that's, all right, that is kind of nice. So that's my turn. Okay, so let's see what she does here. Six. So she's going to move up the protractor. Okay, so now I can play this card. Let's just do it. So I got the 3 hearts. And if you notice here, I'm not, oh, technically that's not on the board. I'm not spending them. I just have to have them. But in order to play a green card, I do need a 6 and a 2, which I have. So I'm going to do 6 and 2. And we're going to play that here. And then that bonus, the media bonus, was 2 times procreation. So that goes to a 3. I'll just discard that. No, wrong one. Procreation. Okay, that was my turn. Let's see what she does. Ooh, I didn't realize she got the 4 blue and 2 cards. This era scoring category times 1. Okay, that, to make sure I get that right again. So that's the culture one. So that's 5 points right there for her. So what am I gonna do? See, now I think I'd like to produce. Let me look at the produce thing here, just so I understand. Let's see here. Oh, procreation 16. So let's go down to 16. Choose a territory where you have at least one tribe. Take a new tribe and place it into any encampment in the chosen territory. If the encampment is occupied by a tribe, displace that tribe into the wilderness before laying your new tribe weakened into the vacated. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I do want to do this. So I have enough dice to do that. So procreation is a 4 and a 5 and a 2. So I'm going to spend this one here to do. Man. I guess I'll turn that into a 5. Take that 2. So I'll procreate. I'll do 2. And so what happens is I'm gonna put 2 people in here. 1, 2. So it's saying, let's zoom in here. So I'm going to displace these 2 people. So I'm going to kick them into the wilderness. My guys are going to go in their spot, but I'll get that point. They're weakened, which we indicate by laying them down. So let's do 2, 2. They're weakened. I gotta get my point. I was trying to look to see if I could I put some directly in the wilderness. I'm not for sure on that. Okay, but it wasn't an issue. So we are okay. Okay, so now she's got 5 and 5. So she's resting. So we take that, group them, put them down there. She's resting. So we move the marker. Eek, I'm close to resting too. I'd like to do this gold chip thing here. It's all 1 gold chip. So and I want to do that because 4, 3. Okay, so I'm gonna spend that as a 4. That one is a 3. Because we actually have 3 people in a forest. Have at least 3 tides in the same forest. So we have that one. So I want to install this. Yeah. I'm going to put it here. That actually flips. Well, it doesn't matter. I'll leave it be. But if you notice, when we uncover one, we get to upgrade any module we want. So what module do we want? Maybe that hunting one? Oh, wait. I think I missed something, didn't I? No. Yeah. Sustenance would be nice to be able to hunt. Let's upgrade hunting sustenance. Or wait, if I did migration, which I could do soon. Oh, yeah, that's what I wanted to show you. Oh, but that's not touching that one. Okay, never mind. I'm about to say I could roll for favor and maybe produce another person. But it's actually not touching the forest area. So that's okay. That's all right. All right, so that's my turn. So we're going to roll for her 2. So she's going to get up the green track and put a provision out. So she's going to move 1 up the green track. A provision, she's looking where she has the fewest provisions. So she started off with 1 on each. One on each of these. So they're equal. Let's see what the next requirement is. And Vicky's most tribes. Oh, there is one with the most tribes. So she's going to put this kind of stinks. This hurts. See, there's a provision there. Once she has 2, she blocks this spot. I could put a farm there. And I could have fed all 3 of my workers there. But now I can't. With just the farm. I can feed them with food, but the farm would have taken care of all of them. All right. Darn her. So let's see here. I'm going to have to hunt soon, but I got to reset. So let me bring this die down. Let me hit this reset button. So it moved that 1 up there. I got my new numbers. I'm going to put that down. I almost think I should put it as a food. Because I got 4 people to feed. Okay, so now let's put these up here. Okay, that's my turn. Oh, but I want to show you. See, we got to this spot down there. And that's basically saying that's triggering the end of the round. So we finished the current round, which I'm the starting player. I don't know if I mentioned it at the beginning. I'm the starting player. So she takes a turn, and then we do one final round where I take a turn, she takes a turn. So she's going to get 2 more turns. I have 1 more turn. Six. So she's going to move up the population 1. So she's just going to put 1 there. That's okay. The middle one would have hurt because that's what we're checking for that final event. Okay, so let's see here. I think I need to hunt or I'm going to lose some people. which is a 4 and a 2. I don't have a 4 and a 2. Oh, no. I thought I upgraded the sustenance. I don't want to cheat. That's what I was saying. I was going to upgrade the sustenance. No? What was my last turn? I got the 3. Oh, yeah. When I did that, I was going to upgrade the sustenance. Why didn't that happen? Okay, good. But either way, I can't. I would need that sustenance. Wow. So I only have 2 food and I got 4 people to feed. All right. Well, I'm not going to be able to feed them. I can't place any more cards. Oh, I could play that card. Don't I have a palm? I do have a palm. All right, well, let me play this card. And that'll allow me to do sustenance one more time. Okay, that's good. So, that's a brown building. So I need a 6 and a 1, which I have. 6 and a 1. I got to spin that palm. Oh, I never did spin that wood from before. Let me make sure I've not cheated here. Oh, never mind. I don't have a palm. That was from before. I never spent it. Okay, let me put that back. So I can't do that. I don't have a palm. Okay, well. I don't think there's anything I can do to get more food. Any buildings I can do that would give me food? I can't build a farm because that's oh, each territory can build a farm. Oh, I could put a farm on this one. That'll save me somebody. All right, so I got to do a building action to get that farm out there. Okay, let's do that. Hopefully we can. Building is 6 and 4. We have 6 and 4. Okay, so we're going to build this farm and we're going to place it there. And that'll feed that guy. Boy, if I could have got one there, it would have fed all 3 of them. That's great. So she does one more turn. Oh, she resets, which in this case doesn't matter. Group, bring down. So that's the end of the era. So now I bring this down, and this is saying, oh yeah, Gorge of the Grimwood. So I got to get rid of 1 food first. Well, that farm just cost me saved me a life. I got to get rid of 1 of my food to satisfy those wolves because I have it. I have to spend it. Now we got to feed people. So 1 per tribe. 2 if they were in the wilderness, but I don't have anybody in the wilderness. And with a territory, it would feed a person on an encampment, and -1 if they're in a wilderness. So I got 3 people I got to feed. I am still going to lose somebody. because I got to feed one of these weak people, but one of them goes away. Okay, I'll make him go away. That hurts. I'll feed him with my one food. And then since I don't have enough food for this guy, I got to weaken him. Okay. And then for her, feeding the tribes. First, she does a provision. Territory with the fewest provisions. Well, we know that one's got 2, and that one's got 1. So she's going to put 1 there. Now, fortunately, I already built a farm. Otherwise, she would have blocked that spot. Okay. So then for feeding, then in territories with the 1 tribe on encampment is fed. In territories with at least 2, all tribes encampments plus 1 tribe in the wilderness are fed. So I think all our people are fed. Because that overfeeds this person. Oh, no. Those 2 are those in the yeah, 1 person is fed. So 1 gets weakened, according to, if I understand that. Let me read that again. In territories with at least 2, all tribes on encampments plus 1 tribe in the wilderness are fed. All the other tribes are weakened. Yeah, okay. Okay, so I did that. So now we come down to here, and we score all strong tribes. I do have 1. She has 2. So if I hit that button, let's watch down here. She should go to 10. I should go to 2. 2, 10. Okay, that's good. Okay. Move the weather indicator and resolve the last effect reached. So we're going to go cold, down 1. Each player performs 1 of their available activities. The only activity I have available is spend 1 to move up a track. I think I'll do that. 1 money to move up a track. And I guess I'll move up. Oh, that would be 5 points. And yeah, I'm going to move up that track. So I'll spend 1 money. I'll move up that track. And anything with a 5 on it, I can upgrade. So what can I do here? Transport, recreation, that's maxed out. What's level 2 of this? Huh. I could do production. Let's do that. So if I spin a 6 and a 5, I can get 1 white die and 1 pink die. I still haven't shown you a pink die action. Okay. Resolve the event. Oh, and she ignores that. She ignores all that. The civilization that has the highest combined total of gold. Yeah. So I have 1 gold. And if you look at F16 on her little track, F16 says, maybe it'd be better if I zoomed in. Add C and D columns, however many tokens she has. She has 0. So I have her beat 1 to 0. That's kind of fortunate that she didn't get any of those. So that means I gained 3. Ties, nobody would get anything. So I gained 3 on that, which is nice because that means I get to go up something with a 2 on it. Let's see what our 2 options are. Activity or 2? Well, I only had the 1 activity, so 2 doesn't, because 2, if you upgrade it, is 2 different ones. I don't know if you can see that little symbol. Yeah. So I'm not going to upgrade. I'm going to upgrade the research one. That's that. So now we go to this, and this is going to score the era for us. So every pink one, what was that? Culture is 5 points. So she should get 15 points. I should get 10. So she should go to 25. I should go to 12. And this marker should go over to her because it's whoever scores the most on the era point thing. Not for the entire era, just that particular scoring. So what I say, she should go to 25. I go to 12, and the first player marker moves. Well, that did not move, though. That's interesting. Huh. She definitely scored more than me. Score statues. I have no statues. She has one. And the scoring on the statues is based on this up here. How far you've gone down this track is whatever it is. Every time I kind of fooled with this game, she seemed to crank out statues. So that could be troublesome if she gets way up there. But right now, she's got one statue for 1 point. Right? So she should go to 26. Confirm. Cleanup. Remove hunting tokens. Okay. Yeah, all hunting tokens come up and refill. So my column should get filled up. Yep, they're filled up. That hunting token went away. And now we start at the top. So I'm going to pause here, an hour and 6 minutes for. It's not a quick game, is it? I love it. Tough choices. You know, if I really thought about things, I could have planned on that extra food or focused. I don't think I could have done anything about getting that farm there. Because as soon as I populate it, she made the farm. So I didn't even have a chance to do it. Unless I could have built a farm first, knowing I was going to do it. Maybe that would have been a better choice. That's kind of something that kind of mimics multiplayer pretty good. If my opponent saw, I had 3 people there, and it's just like, if I can't have that would cost me 3 food. That's just something an evil opponent would do, which is what I play with. So anyway, hey, so that's Era 1. Who were the 2 that helped me before? K-Mech Warrior and Savik Austin. And if you watch this one again, God bless you. That'll be another hour of watching for mistakes of mine. I think I did that better. And so anyway, thanks for watching. I don't know when I'll do Era 2. I can't see tomorrow or Saturday. I don't know. Next week sometime. So anyway, hey, thanks for watching. If you're watching this on Twitch, follow. On YouTube, like and subscribe, all that stuff. So anyway, everyone have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Take care now.